Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Magic the Spoilering. I'm Alvin.
And I'm Nick.
So in today's spoilers, we've got like 7 new cards.
Oh yeah, and
today,
they're like all awesome today, man.
So starting with...
Munda, Ambush Leader.
Oh.
Wow, this is solid, man. This is super
so
push.
aggressively costed, man.
Yeah, it's a 3/4 with haste, with a rally ability.
For 2 colorless, 1 red and 1 white.
Yeah, the rally ability is gold. It allows you to scry 4 and reveal any number of allies, and then put it on top of your library.
And then the rest you just ship it down.
Yeah.
So I think this really addresses what red and white had the most issue with, which is drawing gas in the late game.
I think all ally decks from Zendikar used to have that problem, where they would set up their allies on the board and then they just drawing land after land after land.
Yeah.
This solves that problem straight away. You can choose not to draw lands until the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It is a very sweet card. I can even see like standard and commander applications for it. I think in limited, it could be a card you can already start building around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very solid first pick.
If I open this, I'm just gonna draft allies.
Exactly. And even if you don't draft allies, it's still a solid body.
It's still a 4-mana 3/4
4
haste.
Yeah, exactly. Here's looking forward to a lot of good red allies.
Please,
I'm really looking
please.
forward to that.
Undercosted red, white, and green allies, please. Ada Free Blade, Ondu Cleric, please come back. Next up, Ulamogs Nullifier.
It costs 2 colorless, black and blue. You get a 2/3 flyer. It already has evasion on the stick.
Devoid, Flash, Flying.
Yeah.
And it's only an uncommon.
Yeah. And on top of that, he has the ability to counter a spell if you take 2 cards from the opponent's exile zone into his graveyard.
This reminds me of Mystic Snake 2.0.
Again, I think Mystic Snake is way better. It doesn't have any loops it has to like jump through.
Of course, but
Mystic Snake was
never
a
had
rare slot as
Devoid.
well.
It never had Devoid. It never had Flash or Flying. Oh wait, it had Flash.
I'm just afraid it'll be a relatively dead card.
What, this guy? Ulamogs
yeah.
Nullifier? This is the card that's gonna push me towards playing Ingest.
So, next up.
Next up. Oh, this is my favorite card. Grove Rumbler, you have not failed this city.
Aggressively costed as well, so you
4
get
mana,
like 2
3/3,
colorless,
yeah.
1 red, 1 green for a 3/3 trampler. And the
With a
landfall
landfall,
ability
yeah.
gives it +2/+2, so very aggressive. A very, very strong card in limited. How about standard?
I think I'll have to look at the full set to see if this is going to go into Red Green Dragons after this. Because at the end of the day, at 4 mana, you still have Thunderbreak Region.
Exactly.
You know.
So next up, Grovetender Druids.
This one's really solid. It's an Elf Druid ally. For 1 green, 1 white, and 2 colorless, you get a 3/3 with a rally effect of whenever it or another ally enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 to get a 1/1 plant token.
It really feeds into the rally strategy.
Oh, yeah.
In that like it starts populating your field, and you get this plus yesterday's preview, Tajuru Warcaller.
Yeah, this
So just like sweeping.
green white ally seems to be a solid archetype for BFZ Limited.
Yeah.
This is just one more thing to make it more solid. It's gonna be awesome to draft green white allies. I can't wait.
Really can't wait. Next up, Roil Spout.
Yeah.
So for 1 colorless, 1 blue, and 1 white, you get a sorcery that puts a target creature on top of its owner's library. Plus it has Awaken. So the Awaken cost is 6, and you get a Awaken 4 ability.
This is a solid limited bomb.
Very, very solid limited bomb. I mean, Temporal Spring, all these cards, Plow Under, they used to see like a lot of aggressive play in limited.
Yeah.
It's essentially a time walk.
It is. I can bounce your best trap on top of your library. If I awaken, I make myself a 4/4. When you recast your best trap, my 4/4 is ready to like tangle, man.
Yeah.
I foresee this is gonna blow out most draft games. I wish it was instant, but then it will be broken in draft and limited. So
I guess it kind of like fights for the spot with Ruinous Path.
yeah, I will go with Ruinous Path any day in standard. So this is a limited bomb. Not too good for standard, but yeah, it's gonna be awesome in
That's
draft.
pretty solid. Next up, Deathless Behemoth. Talking about solid. 6 mana for 6/6 Vigilance.
Yeah, when this is the worst card of the day, that means it's a pretty good day after all.
Yeah. I mean, this at uncommon slot, again, they're really pushing the Eldrazi this time around in limited.
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know, like you can sack 2 Scions at sorcery speed, you can return it from the graveyard to your hand. So gives it that late game push as well.
Being a greedy Magic player, I wish it was at instant speed. Then you can like declare blockers with your Eldrazi Scion, sack them, and then return this guy.
I think that would be a bit too much. I can see a lot of limited play for this, definitely. I mean, it'll go in just about any deck. It's a very, very solid.
I'll pick it late in draft just because it's colorless, man. This is
Definitely.
Vigilance, huge.
Well, next up, last card of the day, Akoum Hellkite.
Mountain Fall is back!
So we're seeing the cycle that they started with the Sphinx.
Oh, yeah.
They continued on with the Oran Reef Hydra. Now they have the Akoum Hellkite. 4 colorless, red for a 4/4 flyer. Pretty okay.
The thing that pushes it over the top is its landfall ability.
Yeah.
Whenever...
So landfall, when a land comes into play under your control, you deal 1 damage to target creature or player. If it's a mountain, you deal 2 damage.
Yeah.
So it's very solid.
I just wonder why it's not called a Valakut Hellkite. This is Valakut on a stick, and it flies.
Well, Valakut did deal 3 damage. This one will deal 2.
This is mini Valakut. I can foresee this going into the green-red deck post-rotation already.
It's actually quite a solid standard deck.
I mean, like, Storm Breath is going away, you still have Thunderbreak, and you still have Dragon Lord. This is the perfect thing to go in between.
Oh, imagine this with like Animist Awakening.
Machine gun the whole board.
Or, you know, in Commander, you know, Boundless Realms.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
So this will just give people even more reason to play more, you know, mountains.
Yeah, this card could bring back Big Red. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing 25, 26 mountains with this guy.
Very solid.
Very, very solid.
Solid. And a very solid cap to our spoilers for today.
7 awesome cards. Look forward for more awesome cards tomorrow.
Alright, so this has been Magic the Spoilering. I'm Melvin.
And I'm Nick.